Hey everyone, it's Justine Browning at the Paley Center in New York City to talk to the cast and creator of the hit series Blindspot. How do you keep track of this character, the arcs that are playing out, the mystery that's playing out, gradually it's being revealed? Do you keep notes that you consult frequently? Because I have to as I'm watching it.
No, I really rely on my director and my writers that are on set because sometimes we film episodes out of order and it can get a little confusing. But for me, I never read ahead. As much as I can, I don't want to read ahead. I don't want to know what's coming up because I think it can affect my performance, especially that my character doesn't know who she is and doesn't remember certain things. So it's a day-to-day basis, but even today we're filming our finale, part of our finale, and I had to ask, okay, so this is after this happened, but right before this, right? And they're like, yeah. So I am lucky that I have guidance on set for that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Then when you're now approaching the finale episode, obviously without revealing any spoilers, what do you think is the biggest difference between the Jane Doe that you were playing in the pilot to now in terms of her personal discovery?
Oh man, she's, I say she started as an infant, she got to her teenage years, and now she's in her early 20s.
Oh yeah.
So she's starting to really reach out and find who she really is. And I think the heart of Jane is she's always trying to do the right thing. She's always trying to help somebody. And whether or not that works out in her favor, her intentions are always gold, you know what I mean? So we've come a long way.
It's interesting you say you don't want to know too much up front because I understand that the writers actually started with a later episode and worked their way back, so they knew.
See, they didn't even tell me that. That's how out of the know I am. But yeah, I really try to keep it on a day-to-day, like one moment at a time.
So obviously then you don't approach them and say, okay, I want to know more about her origin story.
Right. The only thing that I try to talk about is if there's a massive stunt coming up, I have to train with a helicopter or something that I want to know ahead of time. I'm like, I got to go on a Saturday and hang out of a helicopter. Get used to that. So, yeah.
So you must have acquired a vast array of new skills on this show.
I really have. Definitely.
What I've really enjoyed is that Kurt is a character that gradually throughout the series, he goes beyond the FBI agent TV trope. There's more each episode that's being revealed about him. Can you talk a bit about playing that?
Well, I mean, that's the joy of him as the character. He's not solely just an agent, and we're dealing with him trying to solve these cases. We actually explore his life and what made him who he is. It's a great thing for an actor.
In the scenes that you have opposite Jane Doe, the relationship that has gradually played out over the course of this season, I think is very interesting because on the one hand, they both really connect, but for their personal safety, they should actually keep their distance. I'd love if you could expand on that.
Well, I don't think it's for their personal safety. I just think that friendship, they sort of, they don't want to confuse that relationship, and also the professionalism of we are trying to help this poor woman find out who she is. I think mixing professional and personal life together, could cause drama.
What I have enjoyed is the team, the FBI team throughout this series. There is a line that I think gets blurred a lot between the friendships and the personal relationships, and they kind of have to put that aside a lot to get things done, to actually solve this case. How do you approach those moments?
That's testament to our great writers. It's in there. They're great scripts, so it's sort of well fleshed out, for us, and it makes going to work very easy,
And what is the process of breaking down each script when you get it? Because they are so complicated, even as an audience, to kind of conceptualize.
Well, again, that's testament to our writers. It's a great, they're a great team, and it's like reading, a choose-your-own-adventure novel,
Does your apartment or your writer's room look like Carrie Matheson's on Homeland?
Yeah, it looks like a serial killer's apartment, definitely. There's a lot of just naked pictures of Jaimie Alexander covered in tattoos and close-ups. I'm sorry, yes, it's true. It's true. We try to take all of them down when she comes to the room so she doesn't get creeped out. But, yeah, she still does, though. We're very creepy. So it's, no, but it turns out, it really is. There's a lot of close-up of tattoos, close-ups of people that we're trying to keep track of. A lot of wires and red string and everything. Yeah, no, it's pretty creepy in there.
So you've got like a cork board where you're mapping out, okay, this is what we've written, this is what we've decided we're going to write or going to map out.
Yes.
Do you keep like pages and pages of notes?
We don't, because we're so terrified that the story's going to get out. So it's like it's all kind of locked away in our writers' brains. But yeah, we have a very clear vision for this season. We're about a week and a half into season 2. We have a very clear vision of what we wanted to do for that. So, we already know what the last episode of season 2 is. So, for us, to allow us to move so fast in the story, you need to kind of know where you're going so you don't run out of runway at a certain point, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you start with the end and work your way back, and I guess in that way it's easier to kind of dismantle the mystery and present it.
Yeah, exactly. And you just know what you can give away when,
And do you follow, I'm sure you do, don't lie, do you follow the online reactions as they're
Oh yeah, no, I mean we're all very connected. I mean this is like the first episode I'm not going to live tweet because I'm here tonight.
Oh my goodness.
So we try to have a nice back and forth with the fans, and for the most part it's positive. And the stuff they're negative about is like stuff that's like very personal to them, if that makes any sense. So they're like,
I just hate tattoos.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, I don't like Weller. That's not, by the way, that's never a tweet that's ever happened. He's so great. I don't like Martin. That is one I do get a lot, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.